everybody, it's Rosie from iHeartRecipes.com, and in this video I am making a moist delicious coconut cake. So I am actually collaborating with one of my favorite YouTubers, Cooked by Julie. She makes some amazing desserts. Check out the red velvet cheesecake for instance. If you haven't checked out her channel, be sure to do so and let her know that Rosie sent you. Okay folks, let's get started. So we're starting off with our dry ingredients. I have some cake flour, a little bit of salt, and some baking powder. I'm going to sift these ingredients into this large bowl, and once everything is nice and sifted, we're going to set this bowl aside. Let's work with our wet ingredients in a separate bowl. I have 2 sticks of butter. Both are at room temperature. You can use salted or unsalted. I'm going to add some egg whites, no egg yolks, just the egg whites. And next we'll add in some granulated sugar. Grab your handheld mixer and mix everything until everything is nice and creamy. Now we're going to add in a splash of vanilla. Grab that handheld mixer, mix away. And last but not least, we're going to add in our milk. I'm using 2%, but you can use whole milk, non-fat, skim. It really does not matter. Now we're going to combine our dry with the wet, and be sure not to over mix because if you do, your cake will be dry. So mix everything until everything is nice and creamy. Check out Mr. Pinky in the background looking like a stalker. Now my cake batter is good to go, and I'm going to pour it into 2 9-inch bake pans. I greased them and I lined it with parchment paper, but you can get away with just greasing them. I'm going to bake my cakes until they're nice and golden brown. Then I will remove them out of the oven and let them cool on the cooling racks. While my cake is cooling, it's time to toy around with my coconut flakes. These are sweetened coconut flakes that I'm just going to place on a dry cookie sheet. No grease, no butter, just dry. And we're going to place this into the oven for about 3 to 5 minutes, no longer, or they will burn. So this is what you're looking for. You want a little bit of brown throughout your coconuts. It actually is going to look really pretty in the long run. So while everything is cooling, including our coconut, we're going to make our whipped cream cheese frosting. We have some butter and cream cheese in our bowl. We're going to add in some heavy whipping cream. Mix everything with your handheld mixer until it's nice and creamy. Now add in some confectioner's sugar. And last but not least, we're going to add in some pure vanilla extract. So grab that handheld mixer, mix everything until it's nice and creamy like that. And now we are ready to frost our cake. So remember, this was 2 9-inch cakes. I frosted the middle, the sides, and of course on top. Now I am simply going to sprinkle the coconut flakes all over the cake. And believe it or not, that is it. This cake was moist, very fluffy. Everything just paired well, from the actual cake, the coconut, to the whipped cream cheese frosting. It was delicious. So if you haven't already, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you have any dessert requests, leave them below and I will try my best to get them going. And if you love this recipe, be sure to check out my ultimate carrot cake. It has coconut, raisins, of course the carrots, and pineapple throughout the cake. So be sure to check it out if you haven't already. If you would like to print out the recipe for my coconut cake, check out my blog at iHeartRecipes.com.